Hi, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to be making carrot salad with tahini and crisp chickpeas with salted pistachios. It's a salad that I've been looking forward to trying for the first time. A friend sent it to me a couple months ago, and I have been waiting for the perfect day. It's kind of blizzardy outside, it's really cold, and so it's a perfect day to toast up some chickpeas in the oven and have a nice salad. So like I said, my friend sent this recipe to me. It's originally from Smitten Kitchen, which is a website that I really like getting recipes from too. My friend who sent this to me, I checked in with her the other day and she said she's made it several times since she sent it to me, and she really loves it for all of the different textures that go into it. I asked her if she had any tips. She said, so you have to shred the carrots, and if you have the attachment for the food processor, to use that instead of doing it by hand. Good tip. I do have that attachment for my food processor, so that's what I'm planning on doing. She also said you might want to add extra water to the dressing, which sounds right to me. Tahini can be pretty thick. It's a paste made of sesame seeds, so yeah, that can get thick. I can understand why it needs more water. But there are three sort of big steps to this salad. The first is making the chickpeas, then making the actual carrot salad, and then the dressing. So since this is my first time making this, I am gonna divide it up and do it in 3 parts. If I do it again, I might have a little better sense of the timing, and so I would do it all at once, but take it step by step today. So the first thing that I need to do is roast the chickpeas. So I have a can of chickpeas that I have drained and dried, patting them with paper towel in this bowl here. It's a can of chickpeas. The recipe calls for 2 cans of chickpeas and a pound of carrots. I don't have a pound of carrots. I have about a half a pound of carrots. So I'm just gonna have the recipe. So 1 can of chickpeas, and we'll go from there. So I've got my sheet pan here that I'm gonna roast them on, and I have a half a tablespoon of olive oil I'm gonna put in there, and a 1/4 teaspoon of coarse salt, right? And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cumin. Put all that in there. I'm just gonna stir it up to get that nice and coated. Make sure that all the chickpeas have some oil and seasoning on them, and then I'm gonna spread them on the pan, and I'm gonna cook them in the oven at 425, preheating right now. And I'm gonna cook them for 15 to 20 minutes, but then I need to be stirring them in between. So probably gonna set my timer for like 3 minutes and stir them every 3 minutes for 15 minutes and see how we do. All right, chickpeas are on my sheet pan, and I'm gonna pop them into the oven and get ready to make the salad portion. So I said that I was gonna wait until the chickpeas were all done to assemble the rest of the salad and the dressing, but I changed my mind. I don't have that kind of patience today. I'm hungry, I wanna eat my salad, so let's get it done. First thing I'm gonna do is peel my carrots. I have a half a pound of carrots here. I just recently got a new peeler, and it made me realize how dull my old one was, so may want to consider sharpening your peeler or replacing it. It does feel really nice. Alright, just got my knife. I'm gonna cut off the ends of my carrots. Alright, now I'm gonna try putting them in the food processor using this fancy attachment, so wish me luck. Alright, I have some shredded carrots here now. So, looks like the shredded carrots that I have when using the food processor are just going to be a little bit different than if you were doing this by hand using a, gosh, I don't know what they're called, the little hand slicers or shredders that you use. So these shredded carrots are like smaller. I don't know if you can see that, but they're like smaller pieces than they would be if I were to have cut them by hand. So that's just something to think about in the future. maybe you want bigger carrots. I don't know yet. We'll find out. All right, so I'm just dumping those all into my big old salad bowl here. I didn't really know what size bowl I was going to need, so I chose my biggest one. So next, all I need to do is put in my parsley. So this is 1/8 of a cup of chopped parsley, flat Italian parsley. Put that in there. And then I have about 1/8 of a cup of shelled, salted pistachios. And I've chopped them up a little bit so they're coarsely chopped. Put those in there. And then mix this all up. Oh, there's my timer. So I need to stir my chickpeas. All right, my salad is looking nice and mixed, and I'm gonna go stir those. All right, it's time to finish up our carrot salad with tahini and crisped chickpeas. I've got all of my dressing ingredients here. Chickpeas are done, and so I've just got a little bowl of them right here. It's about half of what I made, and the recipe says not to use all of it, so you have some later for a snack. Sounds good to me. So the tahini dressing. I have a clove of garlic. I did not have this like I did everything else. The original recipe calls for a clove of garlic, but I usually double garlic in everything I make because I love it. So a clove of garlic it is. And I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a tablespoon and a half of well-stirred tahini. So a note on tahini, you can definitely make this yourself. It's really easy. I just found that it's, you know, only slightly easier to buy the stuff at the store, so that's what I did this time. You really want to make sure that you stir this though, because there's a lot of natural oil in the sesame seeds, and so tahini sauce separates. So you actually stir, I stirred it for probably like 3 minutes before it was to a smooth consistency, so just make sure you've got a smooth tahini. I'm gonna pour that into my dressing. All right. Next is water, which both the recipe and my friends said I may need more than a tablespoon, but that's where I'm gonna start. Just got a tablespoon of water there. And I have a tablespoon of olive oil. All right. Then we'll do a little pinch of salt. Forgot my pepper grinder over here. Let me grab that. Just a little bit of fresh ground pepper. And normally I would do this, or any salad dressing, in my salad shaker, my trusty salad dressing shaker, but I really wanted to have a lot of control over this, especially since it's my first time doing it, and I was warned I may need to make adjustments, but it's actually looking, I don't think I'm gonna need more water here. This is looking really good. I'm gonna give it a taste. Where's my tasting spoon? Lost my tasting, oh, there it is. All right, let's give this a taste and see what it's like. Oh, it's really good. I think that's fine. So there's a note about the dressing. Don't worry if it tastes a little sharp on the lemon. It will marry perfectly with the sweet grated carrots. It is lemony. I like that though. Okay, so now let's assemble everything. I already added in the pistachios, which I'm supposed to do now, so I think it'll be okay. Just if you were, I don't know, preparing this ahead, you would want to wait to put the pistachios in until you're ready to eat it, but I'm ready to eat it, so I think it's fine. I'm gonna put my toasted chickpeas on top. They look pretty, and I tasted them. They taste really good. The cumin on there is quite delicious. Says to put 2/3 of the dressing on here and mix it in. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then it says, you know, you can add more if it looks like you need more. All right, just gonna reserve a little bit of that and mix it all together. No, it's looking pretty good, pretty well combined. See if I can give you a little glimpse of what our final product looks like there. I think it looks good. I guess I should find out once I have a little taste to make sure I get all of my ingredients on here. Yep, that's a winner. The flavor combination of the chickpeas and the pistachios, as I suspected, is quite lovely. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat this. I hope that you all enjoyed this and that you make this recipe. You can find it on the Smitten Kitchen website. Thanks for watching. Keep watching AADL TV. Bye-bye.